You see what I see?
I do.
Looking pretty good. So before we start, last time I didn't even introduce you. I'm so sorry. My viewers already know who you are and your movie, but this is Stu Stone from the film Jack of All Trades, available on iTunes, Netflix, and I'm sure various other places, about the rise of the baseball card industry. And this set in particular is a cornerstone of that story.
100%. It is definitely a large portion of the film is focused on this beautiful. Wow, look at that low number box.
Low number from a sealed case. Wow. This is the one from the preview video. This is what we're going to start with, and we'll see how far we get. But
drooling at this. I want one of those. I wish I was there. Where are you?
I'm in Florida. Yeah, a long way from Canada. Are you in Canada or California?
Right now I'm in Toronto.
Yeah, so we're a long way away. Although we get a lot of visitors. I'm in St. Augustine, Florida.
St. Augustine. Where's that?
That's up. It's on the coast in the northern part of the state, just south of Jacksonville. We're like a little kind of suburb of Jacksonville, and it's actually a famous for tourism. It's the oldest city in the United States. It predates the English. It's a Spanish city, so we have a Castillo de San Marcos. It's actually a national monument. It's from the 1500s, Spanish fort. So it's an old Spanish city.
If you drive down to Hollandale, it's the oldest city in the world by age. A lot of retirees down there.
yeah, of course. The entire state is probably on average.
I actually have a very special hat that I wore for special Griffey Mojo. Got this Upper Deck hat that I've been dying to wear.
Nice.
Gifted to me by the great Chris Carlin. Shout out to Chris Carlin.
That's awesome.
I'm really. I haven't opened a box like this, even virtually or physically, since maybe 1992 or so. That would be maybe the last time I would have cracked a box of 89 Upper Deck.
Yeah, in the middle of Griffey fever back then.
Oh yeah.
All right, so we're gonna start with Nolan C. And I did a little bit of good luck, Nolan. Did a little bit of research, just
Is there a lottery?
I'm sorry.
Is there a lottery?
Oh yes, I'm sorry. You're right. I didn't say it. We ripped the first pack off. It doesn't involve Chris James. Thank you for stopping me. So Stu came up with part of the lottery, and I finished it up. So you've got 2 ways to hit it. I made a little note here with the low and the high. So Kirk Gibson has a curse card in the set. It's the World Series curse card, not the other Kirk Gibson card. So if you pair that with one of 2 holy cards, one is Lloyd Mosesby. Yes, we know it's Mosby. And the other, we just want to make this doable. And the other is actually only a high series card, number 777, the Willie Randolph, traded card, basically, which only came in the high series. He has 2 cards in the set also, but you have to hit the 777 card. So you have 2 ways to do it. You have to hit the curse card, but you have 2 ways to undo the curse, either with Lloyd Mosesby or Willie Randolph. So that is the lotto.
For people who are curious about the curse card, it is a known, actual fact, proven fact. This is something that was I wish could have been included in the movie, but card 666 in the Upper Deck 1989 set, which was the Kirk Gibson World Series card, as you referenced. Tom Guideman and the guys over there, they were Angels fans. They hated the Dodgers. So in an effort to try to curse the Dodgers from ever winning the World Series again, they made the Dodgers card number 666 in the set in, I believe, 1990 and 91 as well. So you may want to, fun fact there, you just pulled a Pete Incaviglia at the back there. Chris Carlin, the guy who's now one of the higher ups at Upper Deck these days, his screen name on Twitter is Pete Incaviglia, at Pete Incaviglia.
Oh, yeah? That was a favorite of his? He was a good slugger back then. He tapered off, but...
He was one of those, strikeout or hit home run type guys.
Yeah, 30, 27, 22, and I think it kind of kept going in that direction. But first pack down for Nolan C, and we'll keep ripping. So, did you find out anything about the pattern? I found out a little bit.
I actually didn't. If I was, well, that could be an error code. Is that a mic gate? No, never mind. No, you're good.
Samuel.
I always like had the tendency to go bottom left when I used to work at the store. I'd go bottom left.
Griffey hunting, yeah.
But I really was never aware of like exactly how to do it. And I don't know that there is a way. I know in like Fleer there was a way because you could see the run, and you could like if you knew the run for 89 Fleer, you could pull Griffeys out of like cello packs. But the foil on the upper deck, I don't know.
The only way that I've heard is Luis Medina is like an indicator card. So if you get a Luis Medina, there is either a Griffey in the pack above, which I guess you would have already seen if you open them in order, or it's going to be in the next pack. That's what I heard. I read it in actually 2 breaks.
So funny that you say that, because like about a half hour of Jack of All Trades, that the movie that didn't get put into the movie, is about Luis Medina and card number 2. And I happen to have the only graded Luis Medina 1989 upper deck card.
Really?
In my hand right now. I'm holding. I don't know if you can see it, but I'm holding it right now. That's a
top 1. Yeah.
That's a top 1 Medina owned by me. But there it is. There it is. The Kirk Gibson curse.
All right. So we're looking good for our lotto in this one. All right. We tried to give those boxes away for 3 breaks in a row. I think we're going to do it in this one.
Card
so
6.
Yes, there is the curse card. So we'll definitely set that to the side.
So what do they got to hit? A Lloyd Mosby?
A Lloyd Mosby, or you can't hit the Willie Randolph 777 in the low. But yeah, in this, it's the Lloyd Mosby. It's the one we have to hit. So I think we're looking good. We're going to have a lotto winner tonight for sure. But just to go on about the Medina, I saw a break where a guy bought an unauthenticated box and had 2 Luis Medina packs, and in the comments, people were saying, "Well, there you go. That box was searched." And I watched another break with Elite Co, who actually I kind of like his breaks, and he hit the Griffey, and in the next pack was a Luis Medina. So that's all the evidence that I have is that one sample size, and that hearsay. But we'll see.
Go back to that Mike Gallego for a second. So on the back of his card, there's like a reverse negative that'll let you know if this is going to be like the. Does it say whether he throws left or right on his little stats there? Then you can tell if that picture's reverse negative or not.
Yeah, he's right-handed here, but does it?
No, that looks like it's right.
Bats right, throws right. Yeah.
Yeah, so you probably won't be pulling a Dale Murphy reverse negative out of this box. I
gotcha. Yeah, because I read where they corrected that really early in the run, and that's why they're so valuable. They're hundreds of dollars for that card.
That's a great one. That's like Dale Murphy is up there with the Griffey, and I would say it's the second most valuable card. Maybe it's got to be the second most valuable card in the set.
Yeah, and it's certainly the rarest. Deion James. There's a Cal Ripken painting.
Vernon Wells' dad is the artist that paints all those pictures for Upper Deck for the checklist.
That's right.
Slugger Vernon Wells. His dad, Vernon Wells Sr. Smoltz rookie.
It's a John Smoltz rookie. Nice card. And these stickers stuck to him. Sleeve that. Carney Lansford. Craig Gagney. Sabo glasses.
This is amazing.
Elster, Shelby, and Binziger. Pretty good first stack so far.
Can't be mad at the Smoltz.
Absolutely not.
Hall of Famer. Is he a Hall of Famer?
Yeah, I think so.
I feel like he is. Should be.
I think he is. I know that didn't Verlander tie one of his records in Game 2? Some postseason strikeout record or something he tied the other night in Game 2. He probably broke it, actually, because I just tuned in for a minute. Key Sasser. The cards really go every which way in this, so I'm not going to turn every single card over, or we'll just be flipping cards all night. But Dave Clark, we'll definitely stop. We'll probably see a lot of repeats, although it's been pretty good so far.
Well, I caught Doug Jennings twice, so I'm going to keep an eye out for him again.
Yeah, I would say there were maybe a dozen cards that we saw multiple times in the first break, where we just kept seeing them over and over again. So not the best collation. Darren Dalton, Gary Reedus. Dwight Evans.
Yeah. Ooh, I thought that was Mosby.
Yeah, right? That's all he needs. That's right. We got to be looking out for
Benzinger again. You know what? If I wasn't in this break with you, I would be watching you do this break.
Right? Yeah, I watched a few of these breaks. It's hit or miss. There's a lot that have Griffeys. It's just like the 86 Donruss with Canseco. You watch a lot of boxes being broken with Canseco's, and you're like, oh yeah, and then you watch 3 or 4 in a row, and there's no Canseco, so it's kind of like that.
Shockingly, I don't know. I don't feel a Griffey coming in this pack. I think Reynolds we've seen. Washington, that's like our third run Washington. He looks like he's 100 years old in that picture.
that hair was like straight out of 70s movie.
That scrappy manager. That
Bosley.
Fun fact, you could actually, if you had an eraser, you could actually erase the names off of these cards. So that's
really?
That Stu Kilburn card that you have there, Cliburn, we could erase Cliburn and write Stone.
Really?
Yeah, you should try it. I'm sure whoever got it, you don't have to do it live now, but you can erase the names off of 89 Upper Deck cards.
Oh, did you a rookie?
That's good. That's a Hall of Famer.
Absolutely. He doesn't get as much love as he should. And I know he was, kind of a longevity guy, but there's Tony Gwynn. And Bob Kipper.
Tony Gwynn barrel out, looking good.
All right, so we got 2 sleevable cards in that last pack, but first stack for Nolan C does not yield a Griffey or the Lotto, but he's on a pretty good start for the Lotto. I'm going to put all these holograms kind of in a little pile over here so I don't lose them, but a pretty good start. Hit the Gwynn, and then a couple of nice rookies, the Smoltz and the Biggio, and our curse card, and a Gooden and a Gwynn. So we'll move on to Roger M., the hero of the last break.
Dodgers, of course, have not won a World Series since this curse card.
Yeah, maybe we'll break the curse if we can hit the Lotto in every stack or something like that. Will help. Good luck, Roger M. By the way, I was online doing a little bit of shopping, and I saw a PSA graded pack, and it was a primo price because it had Puckett on the back of 85 Fleer.
Oh,
and yeah, and so immediately what I thought. I'm like, there's probably a Clemens right in front of that. I did it. It was over $100. So it was kind of already priced, but I'm like, did they just price it for the Puckett, or do they know that the Clemens might be in there too? There's our sad story, Bo Diaz. And you're right about that, by the way. You brought that up in our last break. RIP Bo Diaz and the Dish Network problem that he had. Jose Rio, Eric Schau.
Another Gallego. Which way is he pointing? You always got to check.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, same way. Stottlemyre, Matt Williams. Billy Ripken.
Wow. 89 was a good year for him.
They purposely picked kind of like a weird looking, where he's like got like a psycho look.
He's kind of looking like the expletive on his bat there.
Yeah, kind of. All right, second pack for Roger M.
I tried to interview Billy Ripken in our movie, but the closest I got was Will Clark, who told me some great stories.
He didn't want to do it?
Billy Ripken just doesn't want to talk about it.
Yeah, I saw an interview where he did. It's been years ago, but he did bring it up.
He did it. It's on purpose, by the way. Obviously, I mean, come on.
Dan Patrick, I think it was the Dan Patrick show, and he talked about it. His version of it is that they enhanced it. That it was written in like ballpoint pen, and like on the card, it's like, you know, this big fat Sharpie. And he says that they enhanced it.
They definitely.
But yeah, that's too bad. But yeah, he's probably talked it to death.
If you don't own that card, then you know, like everyone should own that card. It's a must own for every collection. Like if you don't have that Billy Ripken card, you need to get one.
Absolutely. Canseco?
Beautiful card right there. Look at that. Now, in 1989, coming off his 40-40 season, I mean, Canseco and Maguire are two amazing cards. Like, we were not just collecting rookie cards back then. Like, any Canseco card you'd want. You know what I mean?
Yes. And this year, you know, it's a championship year for them. Yeah, absolutely. Sleep both of these guys.
Those cards were worth like $2 and going up in the Beckett. You know what I mean? Like the Canseco 89 upper deck. Look at that. Nice pose, nice photo.
He does have like a surface abrasion on, unfortunately, for that one. I think it was maybe those stickers. I'm not sure, but yeah, that's a great card.
Also, great thing about these 89 upper decks is they're really good to get signed. They look really good with signatures on them.
They look really amazing. I mean, these cards were such a step up.
Yeah, changed the game.
C. Jones, Bruce Ruffin,
Roberto Alomar, first upper deck. Well, I guess it's not his rookie card. What card number is that?
That's the 662 NL MVP.
He had a big year, Kirk Gibson.
So did he have another card? Did he have 3 cards in that set?
I guess so.
Yeah, because that's not like his base card. Yeah, that's. I guess they had no choice but to put the 3rd card in because they were doing. Isn't that like all World Series like postseason moments or something like that? So they kind of had. Right. You had no choice. It was the biggest moment of the previous, you know, World Series. You have to put it in your card set. But
Greg McGriff should be in the Hall of Fame. A lot of Shane Max laying down that bunt. He actually went to Japan in the strike shortened year of '94 and made a name for himself. Shane Max.
Oh yeah.
Mike Stanley. Man, I haven't heard some of these names in a long time. I love it. Awesome marker. Boy, Gallego. If anyone's looking to buy Gallego lots, we've got them. Was that the right way?
Yeah, he's right.
Okay.
Doing right, yeah. Yeah, we've got at least 4 Gallegos.
If he's doing like a signing, or you want to do like send it something in the mail to Mike Gallego, you need 3 Gallego rookies.
You're all set.
You're all set.
Wally Joyner.
Wally Joyner, one of the founders of Upper Deck.
Yeah, that's right. I was going to say he invested some money in it, right?
Well, he took the payout of $150,000 instead of the shares because his agent thought it was going to be a flop. And Dwayne Bice, the journeyman pitcher who brought Wally Joyner to the table, kept his shares and ended up making more money than he ever made playing baseball. It's a crazy story. There's a curse. So someone's about to hit the lotto.
Well, Roger M is now qualified for the low half of the curse for sure. Nice. And Tony Gwynn. And how much money did that end up costing Joyner? 150,000 minus
millions.
Yeah, tens of millions, right? Like
at least.
Yeah.
Wow. Talking about Upper Deck was making hundreds of millions of dollars at one point.
Right. Right. He probably doesn't even like to hear the words Upper Deck.
No, I tried to interview him too. Believe me, he wants nothing to do with it. Dwayne came out looking like roses, man. He's the one. Listen, if Dwayne Bice isn't curious why he doesn't have a rookie card, there'd be no Upper Deck. He goes. He goes into there's a Smoltz coming up.
Oh yeah, nice.
I got a good eye for these things, man. Ricky Jordan, he was good. The story is that Dwayne Bice was at this eating Chinese food at this plaza out near the stadium in Anaheim. Sees a baseball card shop. The name of the shop is the Upper Deck. Goes into the shop, says, "Where's my rookie card?" They're like, "You don't have one." He comes up with the idea, like, "Why don't we make a set?" The owner of the Upper Deck shop teams up with the guy who's the printing place, which is in the same plaza conveniently. Dwayne Bice brings in Wally Joyner. They take it to the Angels. They get permission to use Angels logos for a couple of prototypes. They make the 2 prototype cards, Dwayne Bice and Wally Joyner, go to the National, and they're off to the races. All of a sudden, Upper Deck comes to be. Is Alan Trammell going to be in the Hall of Fame?
I think Trammell isn't he?
Here?
It's Lou Whitaker that
Lou, right.
Yeah, Lou Whitaker needs to be in, I think, just because they were just like, Abbott and Costello. They're, if one gets in, the other has to. They played together for so long.
Like Karl Malone and John Stockton.
Yeah, exactly.
David Cohn on the back with a bat. Look at that. You never really see pictures.
That's true. That's true. It's interesting.
David Cohn was also a pretty highly regarded player in this period of time.
Yeah, I watched a video on YouTube of baseball fights one time, and like near pitchers throwing at batters, and he threw a ball and it was high and tight on, I can't remember who it was, and the guy didn't rush him, but kind of like bowed up and he just starts screaming at him. It was a curveball, and if you look at the replay, it was just a curveball. It wasn't that big of a deal. It just kind of floated inside. But he wasn't backing down. He was like yelling at the guy, like, "What are you doing, man? What are you storming me for?" It was a curveball. It's on YouTube if you want to. Eddie Murray, Hall of Famer.
Ramon Martinez, that was a good one.
Tony Gwynn.
George Brett.
All right, we're getting some Hall of Famers here. El Santana.
Ooh, is that Lloyd Mosby?
It isn't.
In painting mode?
It's McGriff. He's the checklist. He's the checklist painting. Kurt McCaskill, Harkey, Hershiser, Trevino, Karkovis, and we do not hit the Griffey for Roger M. I thought he was going to be our guy. He was our guy in the last 2 breaks. If you remember he got No Way Jose break, he hit the Jose and Cecil Fielder in the same pack, which isn't the same. It would have been like hitting the Crime Dog and Jose in the same pack. But in the Fleer break, he hit the Clemens and the Puckett in the same pack. Still a pretty good stack for Roger M.
The bottom now, it's bottom left is what you're doing next?
Yeah, Danny R.
I think this is where you're going to hit your Griffey.
All right, let's see. We're looking out for Griffey, and we're also got our eyes peeled for Luis Medina if he makes an appearance.
The pack that I would say is the second from the bottom.
Oh, yeah? All right.
But let's just see when it comes.
Well, we're going to earmark that one and see what happens.
Probably nothing, but if it does, then you can just upload that as its own clip.
Right. It's Mattingly.
Should be in the Hall of Fame.
Absolutely. Oil Can. Bob Boone. Mr. Joyner. Honey Hill. Greg Maddux. and Mickey Tuttleton.
I feel like there was some Raphael Belliard variation there too, but don't worry about it.
There are a few. That's right. In the low series, there's a couple of error cards. Most of them are not that big of a deal, though. It's really the Murphy, right? That's the big
one.
Isn't there a Gary Sheffield rookie variation too? I think, or am I thinking of Donruss, 89 Donruss maybe?
No, it is on. It is there, and it's the SS is upside down on the card.
Yeah, that's right. I knew it was something like that.
Which we should check for when you pull one.
Yeah, we haven't hit Sheffield yet. We've hit Biggio and Smoltz. We haven't hit.
A lot of Lemke's.
Yeah, we've hit Lemke because every time we see that, we're like, it's the.
Anyone looking for a Mark series? We've got one. There's John Moses. That's what you should have done instead of Moses.
Yeah, that's right. I didn't even know who John Moses was. So,
John Moses got robbed.
Heck.
Yeah.
Rick Leach,
the guy that got that went missing for a weekend and they thought he was kidnapped. I think we talked about that last time.
No, I don't remember that.
Rick Leach, Google this, but like sometime in like he went missing and the Blue Jays like didn't know where he was and like he said he got kidnapped, but he was really like on a bender or something.
Right, nice.
Jackson calling timeout.
Nice.
The nasty boy.
Yeah. All right, we've seen a few different cards. That's cool. Yeah, I've seen some of these guys. Jim Rice, Molitor.
Jim Rice is in the Hall of Fame. Paul Molitor is in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, absolutely. We're seeing a bunch of these guys we haven't seen, so that's good.
Yeah, that's a good sign.
Although we have seen Tolliver. Hernandez. And by the way, I did see that. That's absolutely hilarious. And there's Joe Carter. All right, we got some nice
Keith Hernandez.
What's it called? I am Keith Hernandez, right?
That's really funny.
It's hilarious. It is definitely not safe for work.
No.
So you guys watch it by yourself with the volume turned down, but it is absolutely hilarious.
And it's like partially true. Like if you watch Ken Burns' baseball documentary, there's a whole thing on like the cocaine scandal of the early 80s that a lot of us missed because we were too young to understand what was going on.
Right. I mean, that's why it's funny because, I mean, they just matter-of-factly talk of it like it's like an ESPN special, but they're talking about how everyone was on cocaine. And, it's great. There's a 555 card. Mike Witt. Let's move some of these holograms. You know what? I'm not sure if I've separated Roger M's and Danny R's holograms. Hopefully they won't kill me. Kirby Puckett.
Is that nice. Puckett with McGuire duel?
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, that's a nice one.
Good point.
Like a McGuire photo bomb. Wash. If anyone's looking for a lot of Ron Wash.
Yeah, can't we? I want to get like multiples of Willie Wilson.
Jr.
Yeah, and Sean Dunston, Trammell again.
What are we going to hit first, Griffey Jr. or Lloyd Mosby?
Right. Yeah, we need to get Danny R needs to get at least one of the cards so we can get an active lotto going into the second set. Although you can hit all three in your stack in the second set, so no one's out of it.
Well, these guys have a stack on both boxes.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
yeah. So right, so nobody's out of it. Is Darryl Strawberry? We haven't seen that one yet. I love seeing these cards we haven't seen, so that makes me feel good. Luis Rivera. McLemore, Robinson.
Wait, two Luis Riveras in the same pack?
Yeah, absolutely. And Sid Bream.
I would write upper deck about that one.
Well, we had that like I would say 3 or 4 times in the last break. We had two Barry Bonds like back to back.
Listen, if you're a Luis Rivera fan, you're thrilled about that pack. The current third base coach for the Toronto Blue Jays.
Yeah, I don't know if he has a big fan following, but
training.
Bobby Witt on the back. Ron Gant, he's a pretty good player for a while.
He was a stud. Teddy Higuera, Eric Davis, love him. Look at that big mouth full of chaw. You think he's regretting that?
He always has that.
Look at that. Unbelievable. That was like an insane amount.
He couldn't even keep his mouth closed. Yeah, it's crazy. Hamilton, Gary Carter. I'll leave that for Danny
Or
Art.
the kid.
Yeah, he's a big Mets fan.
So you did pull the kid out of the 89 production.
It's not the kid we want, but it is the kid. I'm sure Danny R will appreciate it for sure.
Playing the game the right way, Gary Carter. Look at him hustling on every play.
Yeah, he was great in the. I fell in love with him in the '86 postseason. He was just awesome, and he was calling out Mike Scott on the. Mike Scott was scuffing the ball, throwing a split-fingered fastball and scuffing the ball, and they were like collecting the balls. And
wait, is this the pack that I called?
No, it's the next pack. It's
okay.
The next. And Gary Carter was like saving the ball. I mean, he was at that point he was a veteran catcher of like 12 seasons. You think you're going to put something over on him? He knew what was going on, and he called Mike Scott out on it. And then if you notice, once they started watching and pulling the balls, like his strikeout just kind of dipped like exponentially in the other direction. He went from 306 to like 180. There's McGuire to like just kind of fading out Mike Scott. Yeah, that is an awesome picture.
I would say that's the nicest. I'm going to have to YouTube that. But that's the nicest Mark McGuire card, I think. Like, that photo is just awesome.
And didn't I read where they did not actually do any set photos for this with their own photographers? They used like existing photos, or because a lot of them are just in action, like from the game, but some of them are like, set up.
No, like they got that one right. They were like, let's make sure we get the McGuire one.
Yeah, right. Cecil Fielder, who hadn't really done his thing yet, had he?
No. He had to go to Japan. He had to go to Japan first. Find his swing.
That's right. And he came back and just started crushing.
Crushing. Like literally crushing. All right, the next pack you need to slow peel it. This is going to be potentially the Griffey. Potentially in here. Ooh.
All right.
Barry Bonds to start? No. Okay, here we go.
Blyleven. I'm not sure. Have we seen Blyleven? That might be a good sign.
Good sign. This is it. Hackman Leonard. Johnny Baseball. Ken Gerhardt. This is not looking good, boys. Brady Anderson had 100 home runs one year. Steve Jeltz, we've seen already. Wally Joyner, we've already told that story. Bob Kipper, no thank you. The Candelarich, the Candyman. This is not looking good, boys. Ugh.
Bye-bye.
And that's the end of this pack. I will reserve the right to call that the same spot in the next box as well.
And Randy Milligan.
Must have been the worst pack of all time.
We hit a Donnie Baseball, so it's not the worst.
Okay, well, Griffey's coming here then. Redemption. I did call this bottom left column, so I'll just it's not coming, guys. Tom Hanky, we've seen that one. John Franco, Bob Boone, Mike Devereaux, another Ron Washington. If anyone needs a lot.
Couldn't have been Griffey that we saw 4 times.
4? That's a being generous.
Yeah, at least.
Wow, what a disaster.
All right. Well, we've got a few cool cards, but we definitely don't have our big one. And Danny R did not. He's the only one that didn't hit a piece of the lotto. But
we also haven't seen
a lot of sleeve cards though. Pretty nice.
We haven't seen Dale Murphy either. Like.
That's right. Either stance. Eric J, final stack in the first box.
It's coming here. Someone's got to get a Griffey.
All right. Good luck, Eric J. Make sure not damage any of the corners, just in case this is the pack. Mr. Winfield. Billy Ripken with the funny serial killer look on his face.
His 89 Fleer is the F face, and this one's funny face.
Yeah, we did. We hit his, and we hit an 89 Fleer break, and he was our trifecta card. Nobody hit the lotto in that, but we did hit him. It was the black box, though. It wasn't the any of the other. It was kind of the more common of the errors. John Kruk, Ortiz, Schmidt.
You just glossed over that Luis Rivera, pretending like we don't have 100 of them.
I know. Pretend I didn't see that. We saw a few in the heck of it is, but we haven't seen Winfield yet, and so
you never know.
We're seeing right. We're seeing a lot of the same cards, but it's not exactly.
Which is why I think like there are people who say that there's a way to find it. I don't know. I'm not buying it.
It may not right. It may be true sometimes and not always. Just like our Clemens Puckett. I mean, I guarantee that's not always the case. Canseco. Karkovis, Reardon, Charlie Huff, Gary Pettis. Is this the real Gary Pettis on this one?
Yeah, but that's the Inception Gary Pettis. Look now. Flip over the back of this card. Look, right. He's holding the card of the card. It's crazy. So now flip it back over. The card he's holding, that's the card. How can he hold the card? That's a crazy card, guys. The Gary Pettis card within a card.
I read that Upper Deck had like some Photoshop machine up.
There it is, the curse.
Eric Jason, the lotto, had some Photoshop machine before Photoshop. Yes. And that's how they did the Griffey card. That's how they did a bunch of stuff, but it was like super ridiculously expensive machine that they had that was not common. All right, sleeve these two cards.
Looking for a Mosby.
Right, be nice to just get some. At least that'd be a nice consolation prize if we don't hit a Griffey in the first box to hit a lotto for someone. So we're gotta make sure we don't pass Lloyd Mosby because I don't always stop on Lloyd Mosby. So we got the video to make sure we didn't miss anything.
Believe me, I would see it.
Yeah, you're my eyes if I miss anything. Just yell.
Smoltz? You went really fast on that one. When you see them, you gotta go slow.
we knew we'd do a slow reveal. We would have crushed our dream, though, because we would have saw the 1, and then I would have slid and saw the 7 and crushed. But yeah, we'll do that. We'll do a slow reveal on the next time we see one. Benziger and Reed. All right, well, we hit one of the rookies. That's nice.
Hall of Famer.
Absolutely.
Hell of a broadcaster.
And really nice centering on that, too. Actually, this whole box, to say something good about it, although we haven't hit a Griffey, collation hasn't been the greatest, but we haven't really seen too many miscut cards, mangled cards, anything like that. The centering has been pretty good. All right, let's see here. Jim Walter, Jack Morris, Hall of Famer. Ron Darling, Correa, Browning, Rucker, Montgomery, John Davis. Uh-oh. We've seen Fred Oliver before. We've seen you before. Go away. Ripken, Gwynn.
It's only Gwynn. Craigie Reynolds. Still waiting to hit the Dwayne Bice triple throw card.
Is that in the low series or the high?
I think it's in the low series. In the high series, I believe there's a Nolan Ryan or a Jim Abbott triple exposure.
Yeah, I know that the Ryan I think is in the high series. I'm not sure about the Abbott. I think you're right about the Abbott too, though. I think that's in the high.
That's a Jim Abbott rookie card when you do pull it, so that's a good one.
Yeah, he's
in the Hall. I really believe that.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
the things that he had to overcome to become a major league player, let alone throw a no-hitter, let alone just have a career like the way he did, he deserves to be in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, the right way. Absolutely, you're 100% correct. I mean, just think about it. He threw a no-hitter. I mean, and everything he had to overcome early on in his career, with everyone bunting. Remember, everyone was bunting and making him field, and he was just like, all right, I'll just throw you out, dude. No problem.
I think that it's pretty remarkable. He should be considered like a Veterans Committee type of something.
I think so too.
Like an inspirational story. So,
Oh,
guys, let's rally around him.
Yeah, while we're saying that, actually, I rarely show off like any of my collection, but check this out. Since you're talking about Jim Abbott,
oh, that's sweet.
That's an on-card auto Jim Abbott from 2017 Topps.
That's beautiful.
They did the throwback to 87.
I love it. See, that's why you kept that in your personal collection.
It's amazing, and that's one of my favorite sets. Even though he wasn't in that set, obviously, it's just I love that set, and it's just gorgeous.
It's the best.
Steve.
Yeah, finally did throw the no-hitter eventually, Steve.
Raul Martinez.
So many close calls.
Yeah, he was around for a long time. He pitched for a long time, Dave Steve. Robin Yount.
Hall of Famer.
Absolutely. Franklin Stubbs, David Koenigan, and John Russell. All right, well, we got, what, three to go in this box? Uh-oh. Well, I'm glad we got 2 boxes. I was really hoping not to bring that into the pressure into the second box, though. So, Don Baylor, Mr. Ouch, Billy Ripken again, Thompson, Ernie Witt.
So you want to know something kind of interesting about this? If this is a corrected box, right? We know from the Gallego that this would have been a corrected box, so this wouldn't be the first print run. Maybe Griffey's not in the box. Right. It's like they saved them all for the back office. Did
what was the final verdict?
They wouldn't have known that Griffey, like they knew he was the stud, but like by the time they were printing this run of the set, Griffey card was already valuable.
Right. So you'd kind of like. You think that that's actually a good omen, not having the early stuff, right?
Well, no, I think you want the earlier release, the better, because then the Griffeys would still be there.
I see what you're saying, Devereaux.
They wouldn't have known that they were like it wasn't a $50 card yet.
Right. Now, did you ever, what's your feeling on, because you never, we never got an exact straight answer from anyone.
This is just like hyperbole. It's not like fact that I'm stating. This is all just folklore and urban legend. There's no proof of any of this stuff that I'm saying. But it's not definitely from the research that I've done. It's not far-fetched either.
Right. Do you think that they actually printed the 100-up sheets of Griffey?
Until I see one with my own eyes, it didn't happen.
Because didn't your dad kind of allude to that someone tried to trade him a big box full of them?
Yes. So that leads me to believe, whether they were printed on just Griffey sheets or whether they were just pulled, I don't know. But I mean, I definitely don't think my dad was lying about his story about the guy with the 5,000 count box of Griffey Junior rookies.
Right, and it seems a lot more likely that they're not just pulling one out of every set and that they were actually just running the sheets.
He's not just like dealing with my dad like that either. I'm sure there's deals all over the country. There's lots of 5,000 count boxes. Is my point.
And we don't hit it. All right, well, we got 2 boxes, so I guess let's go ahead and just rip out. I was going to say maybe we'll take a break, but first box went pretty quick. If you're cool, you want to just rip right into the second one? We had to hit a Griffey, and so I'm kind of.
I'm still calling the same pack. Second from the bottom, lower left.
Second from the. I got you. Okay, it's the same one as before. All right. Well, Danny R will be happy.
And I'm calling like the lower left column as my column. Like that's what I would buy if I was Danny R.
By the way, just to show, this is the same box from Steel Case High Series, and we're gonna rip right in. And at least let's try to hit a lotto. Did we not hit a Lloyd Mosby in that whole box?
Nope. No
more.
Right,
we had a pack shift here.
So now you've got the high number, right? So this is now.
Yeah, that's right.
Who knows, like how long into the season that this is? How many runs there's been now at this point? You know what I mean?
Right. This all bets are off in the High Series. Anything can happen. All right, Nolan, we're back to you, buddy.
The best thing that can happen for a casino is for somebody to walk in and win the jackpot. I would be surprised if they wouldn't want people pulling Griffeys out of the boxes.
Right.
Getting people excited. Like nowadays, when you open up a product, it has an autograph in like every pack. It's like
right. It's guaranteed per box. Right. Exactly. Good luck, Nolan.
it's a guarantee. Like, okay, get something. Here we go.
Well, we didn't hit a Luis Medina either, so
Oh,
so we couldn't confirm or disprove Saberhagen. Not too many Cy Youngs and MVP in the same year. And he did it as a rookie too, didn't he?
And he's got a great Instagram. He's on Instagram and he interacts. So if you're a Saberhagen fan, you can get him on Instagram. He'll talk to you.
Nice.
Robbie Thompson. There's that Doug Jennings lot.
Yeah. And Mark Parent. And I'll start. I'll just start a new stack. All right. So the new card we can also look for is the Willie Randolph 777. So that's another way to break the curse. Besides just Lloyd Moses B. Hologram wants to stick to Ed Romero.
And you've got Griffey Jr.'s name on a checklist.
Yeah, we're getting closer, right? We get to see it in print. David Cohn again?
No, that's David Cohn now with the Mets. Oh, no, never mind. I thought he was traded to that year. My bad.
Yeah, he eventually went to the Yankees, I think, right?
Yeah, Yankees, Royals, Mets, Blue Jays. He was around. Won a World Series, I think. Yeah, he won a World Series.
Treadway, another Trevecki. Schooler. Musselman. Spear. Cello. Dave Henderson. Walt Weiss.
There you go. Which way is he looking?
Well, this is high series, so he kind of has to be that way, I think, right?
Yeah.
All right. We got a Cal Ripken Jr. I don't think we've seen that one yet. Definitely see that. Al Leiter. Oops. Computer went idle. There we go. BJ Surhoff. Greg Gagne. Dwight Evans. Thad Bosley. And Jeff Stone.
So we could erase Jeff Stone's name and write Stu if you wanted.
That's right. And Cal Ripken.
Ripken, the only thing out of this so far? Well, we've only opened a few packs.
Yeah, three packs. It has been a little bit dry so far. Roberto Alomar.
Hall of Famer?
Yeah, absolutely. And most famous for getting noogied by Nolan Ryan, right?
No, that was Robin Ventura.
Oh, that's right. Robin Ventura, not Alomar.
Alomar like spitting out of umpire's face though.
That's right. That's what he did. Montgomery, Ken Phelps, Grinolds, Roberto Kelly, Castillo, Jeff Klunkel. All right, we got a couple sleevable cards there, but oops, I ran out of sleeves. All right, Eric Davis with the Chew and Roberto Alomar. By the way, did I tell you I was talking to a home inspector friend of mine? it's been a couple weeks ago, and I told him to watch your movie, and then I saw him. I see him a couple times a week, and he was telling me that, and this is like a tough guy that I know him pretty well, but I mean, we don't talk that much. And he's like, he told me he like teared up at the end of the movie. He's like, yeah, man, I love that movie. Thank you so much for telling me. I teared up at the end, and I'm like, whoa, yeah, it was. It's one of those things. I tell everyone about it, and most everyone tells me they really liked it. Even my wife. I had to kind of twist her arm to get her to watch it, because I told her it was about baseball cards, but then I told her, there's a lot more to it. It's about his family, and there's a lot of, stuff. And okay, but she actually liked it though. But she just, she was a little ominous when I told her it was about baseball cards.
Yeah, so. It's you got to get past that hurdle with the wives.
Well, that's why, you could tell you and your friends really, you guys kind of butted heads a bunch in the movie, but in the end, what came out was, I think, a really entertaining movie that, if it just had one vision or the other, may not have been such a, general audience type movie,
I completely agree. And I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much.
And by the way, happy belated birthday to Foul Ball Paul. I saw that you.
Yes.
He had a.
Since we last broke together, Foul Ball Paul had a birthday, and another channel that does breaks actually sent him all of the base cards that they pulled out of their breaks for like a month or something, and he got like 20,000 or 50,000 cards. He was so happy. So
that's awesome.
If anybody, there's my boy right there, Corey Snyder. First time we've seen him.
Nice. I like seeing cards we haven't seen before. We haven't seen the Boggs or the Snyders. So that's awesome. James, Bud Black, Rex Shoe.
So yeah, if anybody out there wants to does breaks and doesn't want their base cards, send them to Foul Ball Paul. He loves it.
Yeah, that was also one of my favorite little. It's a side story in the movie.
But I gotta get you a Foul Ball Paul card.
But yeah, that when you hand him the final pack for Nolan C, good luck. When you hand him that card at the end, you can tell it just makes his day. And, one of the points in the movie also, which it's just one of those moments that makes the movie really good, is you look at, because we already know part of your story at this point when you meet Foul Ball Paul, and you at one point turn to his dad and say, let me shake your hand, by the way, because you're a great dad. And he immediately is like, it's weird that you say that. And like, but because there's no other way to be. And you just look at him like, oh, Randy Johnson.
Yeah.
You look at him like, you don't say anything, at least in the cut, but you look at him like, just let me compliment you, because there is another way to be. And you are a great dad,
Right. No, he is a great guy. Paul and his dad are one of a kind, man. It's a pretty remarkable story. That Randy Johnson looked real good.
The centering looks awesome on it, actually. There's a Conseco that looks much better than the other. The other one has like surface scratches on it, so that's nice too. All right, so we're seeing some different cards. We didn't see the Randy Johnson. There's another Cal Ripken. All right, we got some. Sleeve these cards real quick. It's a nice little group, and it's a nice little last pack for Nolan C. That Randy Johnson is really
Gradable.
Nice, actually.
That could be gradable.
Absolutely, and it's one of the other ones besides Griffey that is definitely worth grading if you think it's going to be a perfect contender. Not bad. And another Ripken. All these look pretty darn good, by the way. The centering. I'm hoping if we do hit a Griffey that at least the centering and everything will be good on it. But let's just concentrate on hitting one. That's good. Because we didn't see a Randy in the last box either, so that's.
Dude, we haven't seen a Sheffield. We haven't seen a lot of cards.
Yeah, I know. We got a lot of cards to go through. We still got 3 stacks, so let's see if we can do it. Roger M has been our hero before, so let's see if he can bail us out again. All right, Roger M, upper right. All right, good luck. Yeah, good luck. Absolutely. And he's also Nolan C did not hit. I mean, I'll have to double check, but I'll double check the video. I don't think he hit a Mosesby unless we missed it.
No, he didn't. We haven't seen Lloyd Moseby at all.
It's kind of wild. You'd think we'd run into him at some point. But we can also hit the 777 card in this high series, so we can hit that now too. Kara, Orslack, and Whitson. All right. There's another Ripken. All right. Well, this is a hot Ripken box right now. Jack Morris. For Jacoby. Smoltz. All right. It's a warmer pack for sure. We don't really want to see him again.
Luis Rivera, in case anyone's looking for their lot.
Get dizzy turning these cards.
That'll never get old.
Luis Rivera, yeah. Yeah, I think we're full on Luis Rivera. There's a few guys that we're good on for the night. All right. Mike Witt, Eric Plunk, Mookie Wilson, Wade Boggs,
Boggsy.
Backman.
Ooh, here we go.
Zibble. On slot.
Look at that. Gerald Young making some sort of a crazy grab. Did he make the catch or did he miss?
It kind of looks like he missed. I don't see he might. I don't know. Look right in the webbing, at the lower part of the webbing. The top is hollow.
Looks like he made the grab.
I think he did. I think there's something in there. So Will Clark and Barry Hill. See these two.
So I remember Damon Berryhill got a little bit of love because he was he shared real estate with Mark Grace on the Fleer rookie.
Oh yeah, I don't remember that.
88 Fleer Mark Grace rookie was like 2 players on the card.
Oh right, and he was the other guy.
He was the other guy. He was the Eric Plunk.
Right. Isn't that funny? Speaking of which, because you're a Corey Snyder fan, isn't it funny how that card flip flopped like when it was hot originally.
You know what I'm saying? I cleaned up. Okay, I had a binder filled with Corey Snyder Fleer rookies, and all of a sudden it became like a $50 card.
Right, because when Fielder was hitting the 50 home runs. Yeah, right.
I was like cleaning up.
That card completely flip flopped, and now it's the Cecil Fielder card to most people. But yeah,
of course. There's the bucket with McGuire.
Salazar, Greenwell
was for a while.
Yeah, he had a ridiculous amount of RBIs one year, right? There was one year where he just loaded up.
He had a Kostakis brothers poster, so that means he had to have been good. The gator, it's like a gator hunter, and it was like Mike Greenwell like holding like an alligator carcass.
Really?
For those posters, there was like an Eric Davis one, 44 Magnum, and he's like wearing his.
Oh yes, that's right. Yeah,
the Hitman. He's in like a pinstripe suit with a Tommy gun.
Yes, I do remember those.
The Bash Brothers are like dressed like the Blues Brothers.
I do. There was one with Andre Dawson. I forget what it was. My friend had it though. Yeah, with the hawk. That's right.
There was like a hawk like on his arm.
Bobby Witt, Joe Carter, Gary Carter, and a Joe Carter. All right.
3 Carters in a row that pays in Vegas. Ding, 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 ding.
Right?
3 Carter bonus. Carter. If you get Joe Carter, Gary Carter, Joe Carter, you win like $1 million.
If I had made that the lotto, everyone would groan and be like, dude, if you don't want us to win, just say so, you know?
You just pulled the Carter. It's like the rarest pull in the history of cards.
It really is.
And the Foul Ball Paul's dad's name is Barry Jones, and the bottom card on your stack was Barry Jones. How about that?
Wow.
White Sox pitcher Barry Jones. Not Carter. Wow. Rob Deere, another strikeout or a home run guy?
Yeah, absolutely. Savo, Shu, Welch, Harper, Uribe, Reedus, Burks, and Youngblood.
Woof.
All right. 3 packs, Roger M.
Come on, Roger. You got this, man.
We've gotten a couple of the rookies here, but not our guy.
Oh.
Yeah, he's got the
Still
lead
cool.
left hand.
Still cool, though. Worth pulling.
Yeah, absolutely. Still a great card.
Well, that's a good sign. What's harder to pull, a Griffey or a Mosby?
Right? I would have thought we would have seen a Mosby by now. I mean, that's, if I hadn't made it the lotto, we'd have seen 6 by now.
That Dale Murphy card was the original hot card in the set before the Griffey Jr. rookie even. When the set first came out, it was the Dale Murphy card that was the chase.
Right, because no one really knew who Griffey was at first, right? Just
Exactly.
people that were speculating, maybe. Like everyone buying up Wander Francos right now.
Sandy Alomar Jr. So you pulled a junior rookie card.
Yes, we're getting closer. We're getting warmer, right?
Pulled the junior.
Yeah, absolutely. Up.
Mosby!
All right, Roger M. We got a lotto. All right, nice.
Well, he still has to hit. He still has to hit the other side of it, doesn't he?
No, he hit. I think Roger M had the curse card.
Oh, he has it? Okay, good.
I think it's Danny R that didn't hit the curse card that has to hit. I'll have to double check, but I'm pretty sure I'll double check right now, actually.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got it.
Roger M hit the lotto, so he's got he has one of these 18 update. I mean, it's like the hottest set going right now because of the Soto rookie.
Just donate it to me.
And the Acuna. And you can hit some really cool parallels in those blaster boxes. You can hit autos. So we'll do that. I'll do that one in a different break, but it's nice.
I think Roger was insisting that you pass that on to me if he hits it.
Oh yeah, Roger M. He definitely owes you something, doesn't he? For the the luck you brought him in that. I mean, that last.
Okay, how about this? If he hits a Griffey in this pack, then I get his lottery.
I mean, you have to take that up with Roger M. But they'll definitely. I mean, Nolan C didn't hit his, so his is up for grabs. So yeah, we can do like a double down or something. What really is? I'm going to be happy to hit the plateau of 1,000 subscribers. Then I can live stream from my phone, and then everyone can be chatting while we're doing it. Yeah. And then they can be popping up with chats and stuff because
I'm pretty much an unofficial co-host by now.
Right. Look at that. What is this dude's problem? What a card, Lo. Look at his face.
Action.
That's awesome. I don't ever he had to have taken some ribbing for that face. That's hilarious. It really is. It's almost like they didn't like him. Was he? Who? I don't know him, but Roger M hits another Roberto Alomar, but does not hit the Griffey. But he has the consolation of hitting the lotto. So
also both Roberto and Sandy Alomar.
That's right.
He completed the Alomar collection.
I mean, we could have made that lotto, and he would have hit that too. So, good deal.
Ozzy, if you can get Ozzy and Jose in the same row, that's because Ozzy has a card here too. Don't forget.
That's right. That would have been a good one. Well, listen, if we don't hit the Griffey, we may be doing this again. So
second from the bottom.
So these are all really good ideas that we may have to take into a future break at some point if we don't hit the Griffey. But all right, Danny R, let's see if we can do it. Oh. HB. Buckner. I saw the Buckner. Is it the next year card, by the way, when they have the tarp? Yeah. I saw that card. You told me to look for it, and I was like, oh, yeah, I see what they did. That's terrible. Poor Buckner. Rest in peace, Bill Buckner. He was a great player. He's a great player, unfortunately remembered for that one moment, but he really was a solid player for a long, long time. Carlton Fisk.
Did the Astros, are they winning or something? What's going on there?
I don't have the TV's in the other room, right around the corner, and I don't have it on, so I'm not sure.
I'll look it up for you.
Yes, you'll have to be my eyes. Danny Jackson. Wade Boggs. All right, well, 2 Hall of Famers in that pack. See those real quick.
Where the hell is it?
Jones, Roden, Sutcliffe, Joe Carter again, Gary Carter.
Carter.
Just two this time. We'll still sleep that. Oh yeah, wow. All right, well, Astros are coming back, maybe.
That'd be nice.
All right. Puner, Roden, Burks, King, Dobson. I've seen a few of these guys before. Dave Smith, Welch,
I guess
Banana.
You're gonna have to title this video like "Do we hit the Griffey?"
Right.
People have to watch it to find out.
There's going to be some drama in this one. We may go down to in our 85 tops break, we hit the McGuire in the second to the last pack, I believe, in the box. I was like, I was on like doom and gloom talk, and it was like, boom, there it was. So you never know. You get to the last pack, you can always hit it. Dwight Gooden and Jerry Brown. See these two real quick for Danny R.
Come on, Danny R. You could do better.
I think so. He's getting some nice cards, but by the way, I want to do a because I know you're a Bo Jackson fan too. At some point, we did a Bo nose break with 88 Tops football and 87 Fleer baseball, and I want to do 87 Tops. I haven't done an 87 Tops break yet, so I think I want to do that again. Another Bo nose break with a football and a baseball box.
I have like a case of 87 Tops that I'm happy to break up for you.
Yeah, I mean, that was a lot of fun doing the football and the baseball box. And then we had a lotto, and actually nobody hit it. We hit 3 Bo Jacksons, but we did not hit nobody paired it up, actually. Let's see.
Bo Jackson 87 Tops rookie card is like so awesome. But 87 Fleer is underrated. It's an amazing set.
Yeah, it was really nice, actually. The cards were really sharp in that set. The Canseco card, the Barry Bonds.
Also like the tin can set. It was like a Tiffany set.
Yes, like the glossy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Walk. Hesketh.
Boy, oh boy! I gotta tell you, man, this is pretty depressing.
Scott Bankhead.
Here
All right,
comes
this is what.
pack.
Yeah, this is the facts. So maybe this is gonna.
Baby.
This is gonna change our fortune.
Danny R. gonna get the Griffey Jr. right here. If you're just tuning in live, Griffey Jr. about to get pulled from this Rick shoe pack. You're going so fast, man. Calm down. Take a breath. It's coming. Griffey Jr. is here. Bonzi.
Have we seen that card? I don't know if we have.
Nope.
Let's go a little slower and different cards show up, maybe. Pascual Perez.
Dickey Schofield.
Schofield. Hubbard. Lansford.
And it's a bust.
Pico. And we saw the back card was Milt Thompson. All right. One more pack.
Tried, Danny, I tried. It might be this bottom pack. Sometimes I'm just off by one. Griffey's coming right now. All right, this is it. If you're just tuning in live, Griffey is coming right now.
We have one of his teammates.
Pack where we get it. Jeff Pico, haven't seen him yet. That was sarcasm.
Right. We've seen Blyleven. We've seen Moyer. We've seen these guys, unfortunately. And Gladden.
Come on. Bobby Thigpen, hell of a reliever.
Ubaza.
Nope.
Mackie Sasser. And Mary Diaz.
No.
Danny R does not hit it. It is up to Eric J. Eric J is our last hope.
Help us, Eric J. You're our only hope.
Absolutely. Oh, and I don't think Danny R hit the lotto either. So we only have one so far. Is the Eric J. Did Eric J. Let's look at real quick because I don't remember. Oh, he did. So Eric J. does have that in his stack. So Eric J. can hit the lotto. So we've got some side drama. But the real lotto is the junior. Let's see if we can hit it. So Buckner again. Savella, Shelby, Ron Jones, Viola.
I mean, at this stage, they're like not even going into the packs. You know what I mean?
Tartable. Have we seen that one?
No.
I don't think we've seen the Tartable, and I don't think we saw the Viola. So it's
Tartable, total stud.
Absolutely. He's a great player.
One of very few, not the only, but one of very few guys to be rated rookie in 2 sets. 85 Donruss and 86 Donruss.
That's right. That's right. I can tell you another one.
There's a few others.
Jeffries is one of them for sure. All right, that's not the Willie Randolph. That's the Yankees. That's not the 777 Randolph. Cavilla, Canseco. So Canseco had 2 cards in the set.
Yep.
Brett. I think I noticed that earlier. Dykstra, Dickie Thon, Tony Pena.
If you're a fan of the Howard Stern show, maybe you like that Lenny Dykstra.
Right. I think I liked Lenny Dykstra more before I heard him on Howard Stern. He's a little bit of a creep on Howard Stern, honestly. I listened to the whole thing. I listened to some clips though.
He's
and
definitely.
He's got some issues, yeah. He has a weird story where he had these crazy investments that were like through the roof for a while, and like he was just riding high, and then
he made
like
it up.
Yeah, it all crumbled. I forget. It was car washes, right?
Yeah,
something like that. Diaz, Burke. Oh,
there you go.
Sheffield. We haven't seen that one yet. That's nice.
That's a good sign.
Yeah, absolutely. Weiss, Santana.
At one point, Sheffield was a big hit.
Sundberg. Yeah, absolutely. And I think it looks like the S is going the right way. In the high number series, you would think it was corrected anyway, but that's still a nice card. All right. Williams, Squin, Smith.
There you go. Foul ball Paul's dad, Barry Jones.
Maybe he'll bring in some luck.
Imagine that really was Paul's dad.
That'd be hilarious, right? Hershiser. Hershiser has 2 cards in the set too, huh?
Yeah, he was the king of '88. Are you kidding me?
Kevin McReynolds. don't think we've seen that McReynolds card before. And Henderson, I'll definitely see that too. We've seen a few cards we haven't seen, I think. So let's see if we can keep that streak going and see a couple more we haven't seen.
Specifically one card.
Right? All right.
Come on, Eric J.
Let's Parrish. I swear, these cards are making me dizzy.
Lance Blankenship. Oh, another Kirk Gibson card. How many cards did this guy have?
Yeah, I think he had 3. Earl Baines. Dwight Evans. We've seen that a few times. And there's Odabe. I don't know if we've seen Odabe. We might have seen him once, actually. All right, about halfway through for Eric J. We're in the bottom of the 9th here.
Because they're not even putting Griffeys in the boxes at this point. You know?
They were all in the 5,000 count box. That guy was trading your dad.
Exactly.
Finley. Sabo glasses. Bonnie Armas Sr. Martinez, Hawkins, and Jose Lean. So we got 3 packs. Let's see. 3 strikes and we're out. Let's see if we can do it. There's the John Moses. Should have been our holy card. Smoltz.
If anyone's looking for a Smoltz 89 Upper Deck lot.
Got a few of those. They were spread out pretty evenly amongst everyone. Eckersley.
Yeah. Everybody's going for the Jay Buhner tonight. Big Daddy.
All right. 2 packs to go. I don't know if it can be done.
I think it's in the next pack.
The next to the last. That was the one you were calling, right, before? So
here it is.
Kevin Seitzer.
We haven't seen him yet.
Oh, I think so. We saw a couple of these guys.
Now, Melito Perez. Now, you got Pascual Perez earlier. Now you have the Perez brothers. That could be another lottery. You got to get Pascal and Melito.
I swear I would have done probably the Ozzy and the Jose if I had thought of it. But I'm glad we didn't because it doesn't look like anyone would have hit it. We haven't seen Ozzy yet. There's a Bo.
We've gotten 100% more Lloyd Mosby cards than Griffey's.
So, Bo Jackson. All right, so we need to see a Griff Jr., and if not, we need to see a Willie Randolph or a Lloyd Mosby for Eric J. Final pack, Eric J. Good luck, Manny. Let's see if we can do this. Bruce Ruffin. They really liked the blowing the bubble pictures. We've seen a few of those tonight.
Oh yeah, this is it, guys. This is it.
We've had 2 blowing bubble. That could have been a lotto too.
I'm looking for a Fred Tolliver lot.
Or Bruce Ruffin. We could have had the double blowing bubbles.
That's the before and after.
Hey! The final pack. Are you kidding me? The final pack. Oh my gosh.
The final pack. And look how happy it makes you after all these years. That is unbelievable.
We'll go through the rest of these guys.
Griffey Jr. in the last pack of the box.
Oh my gosh.
It just saved our whole weekend.
Oh, I was going to have to go on eBay, look for other boxes,
look at that, Griffey. It's looking nice.
Yeah. Nice. I have my one touches here. I forgot about them. So yeah, let's get the one touch.
Jr. on the last pack.
Eric J was full count, bottom of the 9th, 2 outs, and
that's a walk-off.
Walk off. Oh my gosh.
No Luis Medina, so there goes that theory.
I don't remember. Well, I think it was in the low number box.
Look at that.
Really nice condition too. I think the centering is stellar on it.
It's
Isn't
a
it?
beautiful card. That is a beautiful card.
Looks pretty good.
Looks amazing.
All right. Well, that's that's so awesome.
I want it.
Oh my gosh. I mean, can you I given up hope. It was like, there was really no hope, and Eric J brought us back from the brink of
Okay, well, there you go.
hopelessness.
Next time you open up a high numbers, get the lower right bottom pack.
Yeah, I don't know if the
Griffey.
sequencing is predictable in the high number, but wow, look at that. That's so awesome. He's got a little speck of something on him, but I think that's just dust that's on the card itself. It could be blown off. I'm not going to open it again, but
Look at that.
Okay. And he definitely didn't hit the so we didn't save the we didn't hit one of the others, but we have the Roger M gets the we'll definitely put this over here for Roger M, the blaster. So that's a successful break for sure. It's not as successful.
2 breaks I've done. We've hit the chase cards in both.
We've hit the chase cards, and then we hit the lotto finally too. So, awesome. So it's been a long break, Stu. I appreciate you for hanging in there, man. Thank you so much.
You made me wait all the way to the last pack.
The last pack, you weren't cutting out early. You got to wait for the final scene.
Yeah.
Yeah. People are probably going to stop this video and think that we didn't hit it. So
we'll do this again.
Absolutely, man. Thank you for hanging in there. Stu Stone from the film Jack of All Trades. If you guys haven't seen it, you must go check it out. iTunes and Netflix. You will see more of this card in the movie than you saw in this break. That's for sure.
By the way, that is a gorgeous Griffey Jr.
It really is. There's nothing wrong with the centering that I can see. I'm looking left to right. I'm just staring at it left to right.
Like I'm looking at it, like thinking, like trying to find something wrong with it, and I can't seem to. Is it crooked?
I don't think so. I don't think so. I think it's do I have
line it up to another card and see if like the.
Did I put it? Hang on. Let's see if I put it in the one touch just a little low. I don't think I did. There's really only one now. It's in there, right? But yeah, no, it's next to bow. You mean is it like parallelograms? I don't think so.
Yeah, like do the borders line up on the. It's looking pretty good.
Looks good to me.
Nice. Look at the font on Griffey's name next to Bo Jackson's name too. Curiously, completely different font.
I noticed that. It's not the only card that's like that. Like even like Smoltz, and then look at Henderson. So yeah, they do it on. Is it the rookies maybe that are?
The rookies have different font.
Yeah, that's the rookie set. Yeah. So.
Beautiful, man. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Eric J. Thank you guys for hanging in there for the break, and thanks again, Stu.
No problem.
And we'll see you soon, man. Okay.
Hit me up when you want to break again.
Absolutely, I'll do it. Thanks, man.
Later.